The most overrated car brands. Numerous sports cars are deserving of acclaim for their craftsmanship and capabilities. However, manufacturers occasionally exaggerate the qualities of their products. The anticipation of a new model, coupled with the legacy of the brand and mark, can frequently excite the automotive community. However, on occasion, the actual vehicle received falls short of initial expectations. Thus, we examine the 10 most overrated automobile brands in this video. Number 10. 2024 Nissan GT-R. Even GDM enthusiasts would concur that the R35 GT-R is, in fact, an obsolete vehicle. The availability of a 15-year-old used example for purchase during the vehicle's production period is sufficient evidence. Although the R35 GT-R has repeatedly demonstrated that its platform is extraordinarily capable, its rivals have moved on. Since then, the Porsche 911 Turbo, the primary competitor of the GT-R, has been updated with 2 new iterations, whereas Nissan has been refining the R35. Although the vehicle has been equipped with a front-limited slip differential and over 100 additional horsepower, its underlying platform remains essentially unchanged. The only difference is an increased price. The exclusive 2024 Nissan GT-R for the United States is identical. Nissan opted to appeal to sentimentality by reintroducing the Millennium Jade color scheme and the R32-inspired rear wing of the R34. Number 9. 2023 Acura Integra. It may be a stretch to call the new Acura Integra a performance vehicle, but the nameplate has long been associated with the most maneuverable, front-wheel drive Japanese coupe. Upon hearing rumors of Integra's return, each GDM enthusiast anticipated a brand new, lightweight coupe. In its place, a more opulent iteration of the Honda Civic Si was delivered. However, that does not imply the automobile is poor. On the contrary, it is quite satisfactory. This was a classic instance of combining the influence of the renowned Integra nameplate with public excitement. One notable aspect is that the Integra has consistently operated as a Civic subwoofer, thus adhering to established conventions. Number 8. 2023 Maserati MC20 Cielo. Although Maserati is an older Italian automaker, it is not the first brand that comes to mind when one considers mid-engine supercars. Nonetheless, the brand unveiled a successor to the Maserati MC12, which was built upon the Ferrari Enzo in 2020. The new mid-engine Maserati, designated the MC20, implemented several contemporary industry trends, including a downsized twin-turbo V6 engine as opposed to the large, naturally aspirated V12 found in the previous model. The MC20 is an excellent automobile, but Maserati committed some errors. Initially, they spun a yarn when they claimed that the all-new Nettuno V6 engine was a Ferrari V8. Furthermore, with a base price of $212,000, the MC20 Cielo was priced comparably to the Lamborghini Huracan and Ferrari 488, which is a bit of a stretch. Number 7. 2024 Ford Mustang. Ford is one of those brands that, despite the prevalence of electrification, prefer to maintain a relatively traditional approach. The fact that Ford Mustang did not include hybrid propulsion systems, contrary to what information breaches have previously indicated, is evidence of this. Although hybridization for the next-generation Mustang may still be forthcoming, we are pleased to see that the engine options from the S550 have been retained, albeit revised. The issue resides therein. Simply put, the 2024 Mustang is not modern enough. Although it shares its platform with the S550, this model is even less retro-futuristic in appearance. The dual-cowl dashboard design has been substituted with a dual flat-screen layout, which appears haphazard in base trim, featuring 2 distinct screens that protrude at random from the dashboard in a manner reminiscent of 2 mushrooms. Sly attempt to coerce you into selecting the more expensive embellishment. Number 6. 2023 Dodge Challenger Charger Hellcat. Since 2006 and 2008, the MOPR duo has provided American muscle car enthusiasts with affordable V8 power. These 2 vehicles, which bore the illustrious nameplates from the 1960s, reached their pinnacle with the introduction of the Hellcat V8 supercharged engine, which offered the most accessible assortment of substantial V8 horsepower available. This gave rise to numerous variants, the most potent of which is the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 170, which was just unveiled and is capable of producing 810 pound-feet of torque and 1025 horsepower. Before the introduction of the first e-muscle vehicle, the Challenger and Charger receive an abundance of last-call models featuring Hellcat engines. Although these interpretations of the 2 MOP eras are commendable and pay homage to the mythology of Dodge's muscle cars, they are, at their core, restricted edition iterations of the identical LX platform boats that have been in existence since the mid-2000s. Number 5. 2023 Honda Civic Type R. It seems as though the 6th generation Civic Type R is a recurring motif. Since the introduction of the 2015 FAQ Civic Type R, the formula has been revised. The reverse VTEC turbocharged K20C engine is a welcome sight, and we could spend an entire day quoting unprocessed data points that demonstrate the FL5 Type R's superiority over its predecessors. For quite some time, the Civic Type R has failed to set a new standard for its segment. Previous iterations of the Honda Civic Type R were guided by the principles of simplicity and low weight. The 2023 model, on the other hand, weighs 3,188 pounds 1446, which is rather substantial. The 0-60 miles per hour 97 kilometers acceleration in 5.1 seconds is difficult to attain, so the FL2 Civic Type R is not significantly faster than its predecessors that utilized turbocharged technology. Number 4. 2023 Nissan Z. A replacement was warranted for the Nissan 370Z as well, similar to the R35 GT-R. The 2023 Nissan Z is the most recent model in a lengthy line of Japanese Z cars. The two-door sports car was not entirely new, as it was built upon the identical chassis and 6-speed manual transmission as its antecedent. Variations were detected beneath the bonnet, specifically in the VR30 DDTT engine, which was sourced from Infiniti Red Sport automobiles. Although the new Z represented significant advancements in power output and interior sophistication, Nissan's integration of the new powertrain into the chassis could have been more effectively executed. The 2023 Z demonstrated a lower level of compliance at the limit in comparison to its 370Z sibling, which overall possesses superior balance. In conclusion, the greatest bang for the buck is the Nissan Z's. Number 3. 2023 Maserati Gran Turismo. A successor for the Maserati Gran Cabrio was urgently required. Established in 2007, the Italian Grand Tourer exhibited evident indications of its advanced age, even in comparison to the Jaguar XK, which has since ceased production. A successor to the outgoing M145 ultimately debuted in 2023, and while the exterior design language was remarkably similar, it featured an entirely new Giorgio Sport platform. Additionally, the Gran Cabrio was available as an EV variant called Folgore. The detuned 3.0-liter twin-turbo V6 engine found in the gasoline-powered models of the MC20 produced 496 and 558 horsepower, respectively. Maserati intended for the new Gran Turismo to herald in a new era in which the brand would become more daring and exclusive, similar to Ferrari. However, at a base price of $295,000, the Maserati Gran Turismo is prohibitively expensive in comparison to Bentley's Continental GT and other more established models. Number 2. 2023 Acura NSX Type S. A mid-engine supercar, the original Honda Acura NSX revolutionized the category. It was demonstrated to luxury automobile manufacturers such as Ferrari in 1990 that mid-engine, high-performance vehicle maintenance need not be a living horror. The 2016 model of their predecessor proved that hybrid powertrains, which were previously associated with uninteresting economy vehicles, can indeed perform in high-performance applications. Although the vehicle outperformed its rivals, Honda was uncertain as to whether it should be classified as a sports car or a supercar. The farewell NSX Type S was unveiled in 2022. Equipped with the same twin-turbo V6 hybrid, but with 602 more horsepower, it was the pinnacle of NSX performance. Regrettably, its $169,500 base price positioned it in competition with more established models such as the Porsche 911 and Nissan GT-R. The sales of the second-generation NSX were lackluster. From 2016 to 2023, a total of 2908 units were sold, 350 of which were Type S models. Number 1. 2023 BMW 3.0 CSL. The Bavarian automaker has produced an abundance of iconic vehicles. Following the release of numerous homage models honoring iconic classic BMWs, the company eventually unveiled a limited-run road-going model. The 2023 BMW 3.0 CSL pays homage to the original model from 1972, which was nicknamed the Batmobile, owing to its daring design. Ensconced beneath a neo-retro aesthetic is a BMW G82 M4 CSL. There are also significant distinctions beneath the bodywork. To begin with, the S58 Straight 6 has been massaged to generate 406 pound-feet, 515 Nm, and 552 horsepower. We all know it's underrated. Power is delivered exclusively to the rear axle, and the sole available transmission is a 6-speed manual, adhering to traditional practice. Everything is proceeding smoothly until the $780,000 price tag is reached. The price of the new 3.0 CSL, which only 50 were produced, is prohibitively expensive for what is essentially a rudimentary M4. Would you like it? Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more interesting and informative videos.